Hi everyone, welcome to this video where we are going to take a look at MAC's L collection. So this is a collection in collaboration with Blackpink's Lisa. We'll specifically swatch the eyeshadow palette, the lip colors, including on the lips, and the really beautiful highlighter. So if you want to see what this collection is about and if you want to purchase anything from it, then this is the video for you. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and following over on Instagram. If you missed the latest video, this month is mostly just packed with new drugstore launches, but this is kind of the exception. I'm also going to do a video for Lady Gaga's newest collection, Casa Gaga, so stay tuned for that. But I'll link the latest video in the upper right hand corner if you missed that and haven't seen it yet. This collection is currently available to purchase through Macy's and also on MAC's website. I will put a link in the description box below to where you can find it to purchase if you are interested in doing so. Now, there are a lot of shades in here that are just put in limited edition packaging, but there are also some exclusive shades to the collection. So we'll take a look at all of that. Let's start out by looking at the highlighter in the collection. It's the Extra Dimension Skin Finish. The shade is Show Gold. So this is a standard shade, I believe, in the Extra Dimension Skin Finish line, but this is in limited edition packaging with a limited edition embossed flower. The cost is $39.50. So I do have to admit the packaging is a large part of why this collection really caught my eye. I don't think the camera is quite picking up the really glittery nature of the packaging. I love the bright purple coloration on there. And then this embossed flower is super pretty on the pan. Gonna go ahead and do a brush swatch first, give more of a realistic swatch. And this is a peachy pink shade. You got some glitter particles in there, but pretty well refined. It's one layer. Go ahead and build it up. This is a super pretty shade. Now let's go ahead and do a heavy finger swatch just to really show you the color, or if you want to apply this as an eyeshadow. Gorgeous. All right, so up close, there is your brush swatch. So more realistically what it would look like on your cheeks. And then a really heavy swatch. All right, next we have the MAC L eyeshadow palette. This retails for $52. There's 12 shades included. The shades were exclusively designed by Lisa. The description says this includes high shine shades inspired by Lisa's favorite ice cream flavor, to paw printed pigments named after her cats, designed by Lisa to incorporate all her loves inside and out. The shades are supposed to be neutral and shimmery while also being saturated, and they can be used wet or dry. So again, you've got that shimmering purple case design, snaps open. You get a full-size mirror inside, nice large mirror there. Here are your 12 shades. I don't think we've seen this pattern in an eyeshadow palette from a MAC before, so it's kind of cool. So here are the shades up close. I will swatch these with an eyeshadow brush, and I always swatch over a layer of eyeshadow primer and a really thin layer of translucent powder. And we'll go row by row, swatching left to right. All right, first shade up, I don't know if it's Louis or Louis. And this is a pearly cream. It has a frost finish. Next up is Leo, described as a light pinky nude. I think this is more of like a peachy nude. This is a matte shade, goes on nice and creamy. Milk tea ice cream. Oh, it sounds so good right now. And this is a cool icy pink. This is a glitter formulation, so don't expect it to be like a solid layer of color like other eyeshadows. It's probably going to be used more like a topper. Larger shimmer particles or glitter particles in that one. Pop Starry. This is another glitter formula shade, described as a brilliant lilac. It's got not only lilac tones, but also flashes of blue. This is a beautiful color. Next is Boosts Were Made for Dancin', described as a pearly peach. This is a shimmer formula. It's very similar to the glitter formula. Another really gorgeous shade. So more peach at the base and then flashing gold. And this one is Candy Wrapper. Very interested to see how this turns out. Kind of has a weird surface texture to it, almost like it's a cream. Described just as a red and white swirl. Wow, that went on so smoothly. I was expecting, just because of the weird texture, that it would be kind of skippy, but it comes out as a pink shade with a nice refined metallic sheen on it. Really pretty. Next shade is Elsie. This is described as a deep salmon. This is a matte finish shade. Aries Kiss, described as a vibrant blue pink. It says it's a satin finish, but it definitely has silver glitter particles in it. Next we have Fire Sign. This is a golden peachy brown. This is a matte finish shade. Lily, deep red berry plum. Also described as a bouncy glitter. So it has the same texture and formulation of that tiger striped shade. This has larger glitter particles, silver, but still goes on pretty smoothly. Swiss Miss, described as a brown sugar. This is a glitter shade, so again, probably used more as a topper. And last is Beyond Blonde, described as a rich chocolate. Ooh, this is a satin finish. Nice metallic finish on that. Okay, so here are all 12 shades. It's a pink, peach dominant palette for sure. As someone who does not tend to favor peachy pink shades, I gotta say, I like this palette still. And I think the quality across the board is pretty darn good. Here are the shades up close. So you got all your shimmers and glitters balanced out by the mattes. So remember, you can apply these with your fingers. You can, Max says you can apply them wet. I wouldn't do that for any of the matte shades, but I want to see how some of these I want to experiment with kind of just swatching them with my fingers. Oh yeah, see, these have a cream feel to them. They're not powders. What was the other one that had this one? Out of order, but let's just see what we get. Interesting. I think the brush is better on that one. Ooh, yeah, these go on so smoothly. Those bouncy glitter shades. See, for this glitter shade, you can get a much more opaque layer of color if you do it with your fingers and if you apply it damp. Ooh, that's so pretty. All right, so just a sampling of, those more glittery shades, how you can get a more bold finish sometimes, a lot of the time. And then we have the line of Powder Kiss liquid lip colors. These retail for $27 each. Now there's 6 shades in the range. I believe half of the shades are new for this collection, and half of the shades are shades that have already existed. The formula is a whipped mousse-like texture to deliver soft focus, moisture, matte, comfortable color. Here's the packaging up close. You get to see the shade inside, and then you have that glittery purple handle. Here's the shade Pink Roses. You can see these have kind of an interesting shaped doe foot. It's like smaller in the center. This is a new exclusive shade, described as a soft pink. I wouldn't agree with that at all. This is a pretty deep mauve-y pink shade. Sorry Not Sorry. Described as a dirty pumpkin orange. I think that color description is spot on. Rhythm and Roses. This is a new exclusive shade. Described as a warm pumpkin. Describe this as like a pumpkin-y red. Haute Pants. A cool mid-toned red. This is a very bright, I would say more like a strawberry color. Swoon for Blooms. This is also a new exclusive shade. Described as a dusty rose. This is like a orangey toned pink. And Fashion Sweetie. And this is a deep burgundy. Okay, so those are your 6 shades. This is, I think, actually my first experience with this new lip product from MAC. The applicators seem a little bit strange. You can see the swatches are a little clumpy. Hopefully in the lip swatches we don't have any problems with that application. Colors are very pretty. Oh, and I forgot to film the actual swiping, but as you can see, might get a little bit of staining with the colors depending on how long you leave them on there. Overall, I like this collection. I think the packaging is very attractive, and I think that it's a pretty solid showing of formulations and colors. I think I'm of two minds when it comes to the lip products. I think the formulation is new to me. They go on so, they just feel so pillowy soft. So it's really nice to have a formulation that is matte in finish, but will not do anything to dry out your lips or make them look pruny or wrinkly. On the other hand, the texture is a little thicker, so I found it a little bit harder to work with in terms of applying it to the lips, making it look smooth, etc. So I don't have a definitive opinion on those yet, but if you've had experience with them previously, let me know how you like them and what your thoughts are on the formulation. The colors are definitely very, very lovely in the line. I do wish that the highlighter they had chosen or created a new and exclusive shade. Same with all the lip product shades. That's pretty much a comment you can apply to just about any MAC collection that gets released. They always have to include recycled shades, which is kind of a shame. But otherwise, I think the highlighter is beautiful, and I'm impressed by the eyeshadow palette too. So those are my overall thoughts on the collection. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. I hope this video was helpful to you, and as always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I'll see you in the next one.